more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Play action now for Herbert. It's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here's a game to Vidal. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
3rd down, Chiefs going with a dive. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chiefs first down. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Rashid Rice. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 18-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Catch made. Touchdown, Kansas City. They the Chiefs have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that Cape playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Vidal. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Herbert now off the play fake. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Chargers first down. A gain of 30. First down, Chargers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running with Vidal out of the gun. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is caught near the pylon. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Anderson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Idell trying this up the gut. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Chargers ball as we get back for the second. Third and goal. Here's Herbert. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. He's got the hook up to Vidal. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Caught by his fullback behind the line. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Time coverage for the Chiefs as they get prepped for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
J.K. Scott's on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Begins his return at the 16. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt out the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Vidal on the give. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Vidal. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. We motion the tight end over. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's going to take this one forward for a gain of about 9. 3rd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Another punt coming up. Matt Araiza to do the honors once again. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. There you go, play action. Here's Herbert. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. Vidal gets a 1st down and more. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. So he'll get it further downfield after that return as he goes down to the 30.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Mahomes. Level a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and 4 coming up now. Mahomes. Here's Rice with yet another one. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This from 28 yards away. Butker knocks it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
Harrison Butker.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing the out route complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 36.
They've got first down here from the 36. Running up the middle, Pacheco. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he's bounced outside and nabs him 7. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Mahomes now. It's his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shovel pass complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Vidal. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Motioning left is Johnston. From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. First call here coming from the shotgun. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. It's a designed run from Mahomes. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the gun here. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this third down. To the air, Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A first down carry for Pacheco. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 36-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. tote the ball himself for a big run.
Rydell on the carry. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 7. They'll air it out on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left with 4th down here. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it. Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. Back to throw Mahomes. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And he's tackled for no gain.
Complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through the end. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long for him here. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away.
The Chargers take over.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Completed to his running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 43. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on fourth. Completed over the middle. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Mahomes trying to get here on second and 10. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play. There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And as they get set, Carter, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Up the middle, Vidal. Shoots away from one. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's a give to Vidal. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
To throw, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this third down. Well, it looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending first and 10. So a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing on first is Herbert. Right side and in the hands of Allen. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, Herbert. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. It's Herbert once more. Throwing the out route complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumping has cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
Come on now, let's go.
After the penalty, this is first and goal. Herbert. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
Kate, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Herbert throwing again. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, boy, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 10.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
It's Pacheco again. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Right back to Pacheco. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Looks like a design run here from Mahomes. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Here's Mahomes on a designed run. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.